ice in my glass.
What is that, a ball of ice?
It's a ball of ice. Because
ice balls. Andy's got ice balls.
Here's the deal. So my kids got me one of these like ice balls.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah. And it's just this little thing. You fill it with ice, put a little silicone on top, and then it makes a ball, which is perfect for me because I don't have room in my freezer for ice cube trays.
Yeah.
So I have 2 of those, and then I can do one drink.
You got 2 balls?
I got 2 balls. And they're frozen, but they're not blue. We're live on Facebook.
No, wait, I wanted to look on my phone.
Oh, I'm going to go
share it to my page.
Hello, people, and welcome to Scrutiny with Cheri and Andy. That's not the official welcome. That's just the, hey, we're killing a little time as we get going welcome. I just want to make sure.
We did a little pre-funking before our.
We had to make sure that we were ready
stream
to be sharing. So.
It just makes it a little harder for me to know what I'm supposed to be doing. My 7 pages, let's find the right page. There's the page. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Okay, yes, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody in the world out there. Cheri, you're gonna have me speaking like a leprechaun. Okay, I gotta go back to the Zoom feed now. Okay, there we go.
Gotta find, this is it.
We're going through the motions now. Shared to our pages. So all of our friends who haven't yet followed and hit the notification on Scrutiny with Cheri and Andy can still see this, because we know that you want to follow us and not miss anything and just haven't taken that action yet. So this is like your second chance, or maybe your 30th chance, depending on how many times we've done this.
And now I'd like you all to guess which one of us has had 1 drink and which one of us has had 2.
I think that everybody can tell you've had 2 and I've had 1. Okay.
What number are we? We're 36. It's your turn, Jeff.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Hold on just a second. I just put 7-Up in there, so it's just 7-Up, and that's boring. Got to have a bit of Jameson there for St. Patrick's Day. In case you haven't noticed, today's episode is a St. Patrick's Day episode. Oh, that got dark. Here we go.
We haven't even started drinking yet today.
Oh, gosh.
Welcome to Scrutiny with Cheri and Andy. Today it's St. Patrick's Day, so we're doing a live drinking version of Scrutiny with Cheri and Andy. I'm Andy Vargo, and this is my comedy partner and bestie,
Cheri Hardman. Hello, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers. Drink to that.
Yeah, drink along with us. We're going to play Truth or Drink.
Yes, we are.
And you can play it at your house. We won't be able to hear you, but you could comment in the box.
Yes,
comment. And we probably won't be able to read it till after the show, but you never know. Sometimes I luck out and I can see the comment.
Yeah, sometimes we'll hop over and peek. And if you take a drink instead of answering, just put the little emoji with some, like, you know, beer steins or wine glass, whatever it is you're drinking. And also let us know what you're drinking for this fine festive holiday. Are you a Jameson person? Are you Guinness? Are you beer, wine, something else? Cheri, what are you drinking? Are you drinking your go-to?
I'm drinking my usual Pinnacle Whip vodka.
And Diet Coke.
Pinnacle Whip vodka and Diet Coke.
Pinnacle, whipped cream, vodka. That's 4 things. Wow.
It's Pinnacle whipped cream vodka is 1 thing. Diet Coke is 2 things.
Okay. Nice. Well, today.
What do you got going on, Andy?
Drinking. Well, so today is St. Patrick's Day, and I've had a busy day with a plethora of meetings starting at 8 o'clock this morning. So I did that, and it was very great. I caught up with a dear friend of mine, and we
now wait, why are you British all of a sudden? You started out Irish.
Because of my accents are not consistent. But my number 34th skill out of 34 is consistency, and that carries over to my accents. So
wait, let's talk about what happened on Sunday night.
Okay, so yeah.
You want me to tell it or you tell it? So we were at Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club, and we were playing my game show game.
Yes, our game show game.
Yeah. It has different names depending on where we do it. But at this particular moment, it was Dirty Jokes with Cheri Hardman. And he spun the wheel and he got accent. And I wasn't, I didn't stop to think when I made that many moons ago.
She did me dirty, I tell you.
And Nate, and I was looking at the word Nate. I have it written on my journal.
So if you get accent, you have to say the rest of your set, or at least until Cheri can't stand hearing it anymore in an accent.
But when Andy started out with an Indian accent, I realized, oh no, we should not be doing this. Like, I didn't realize that I should have put either Southern, British, Irish.
Although, does it really matter
period.
what accent you do if you're picking another accent? But I get it.
Yes, it does. So
I could have gone redneck, and I don't know why I didn't, because I do a good redneck, and that my jokes would have been perfect for a redneck accent. My first thought was to go Indian, and I am not knowing why. So
yeah, so I just stopped it. I stopped it and said, "Oh, I didn't stop with the accent, Andy. I didn't realize how racist this was, or potentially." And so we put a stop to it. So, but I learned something.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what's important, is that, you live and learn. So.
And we learn, and we're still living.
So from now on, we'll keep accent, but it has to be a white people accent.
Well, if you're white, because if you're not white,
then you can do, yeah. Well, we'll just do white people accents, period. It'll just make it easier. Anyway, so there's that. So anyway, what I interrupted you and what you have going on.
No, I was rambling. I don't remember. So I've been eating junk food and drinking to get ready for this show, because that's the priority for today. And upcoming, my next show isn't until the end of April, so I'll share that later. But right now, I'm doing a lot of work on my business, which I know I say that a lot, but I'm still doing a lot of follow-up from the conference I went to a couple weeks ago, which was my call this morning. And so it's really cool because I'm systematically putting in one piece after the other to really kind of elevate some things. And that's exciting to see, in all seriousness. Let's hear what you have going on. And then I want to share and talk and discuss and openly have a conversation about the rest of that evening, because we have a fun story from what happened after this.
That's true. Let's see, what do I have? I don't have a lot going on right now, which is cool, because I've got a lot of catching up to do as far as writing and stuff. Next weekend, I got nothing this weekend. Next weekend, I have a private show, so none of you can invite it. It's just me and Naren, that's it. And but on the 28th, Unmentionables at Odd Otter, we're doing that. Yeah. So
that's going to be fun.
Yeah, so we'll worry about April when we get, yes, may I help you?
I have a go back.
Okay.
This Saturday, I forgot, I will be participating in an open house for Infinterest, which is an awesome company that is tying the community and locals together with homeowners and real estate agents. So when you go look for a home, you also get to meet business owners in the community. So I'm doing a pop-up shop within an open house that's happening in South Tacoma. There's a link on my Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
It's on South 88th Street, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And it's Saturday from noon to 3. So I do have that going on. So stop by, say hello. It's a great chance to meet people that are in the community.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
So,
all right. Should we tell our story about the other night?
Yes, we should. Let's tell our story about the other night.
All right. So after the show at Nate's the other night, everybody was leaving, and Andy and I decided that we wanted to go have a snack, as we sometimes do.
And it was I'm sorry, Cheri, I didn't want to interrupt, but it was such an awesome show. We were on a high.
Yeah, it
That
was
show
fun.
was
We
amazing.
were having a good time, and you don't want to. Sometimes you just don't want to go home and end it.
Yeah.
Want to go. Sometimes you do want to go home and end it all, but not on this particular.
Not on this particular night.
And so we were like, well, where should we go? And Andy said, there's the Denny's right over there. He said, but should we go to Fife? Because it's kind of, I don't want to say it's a sketchy area, but
Sketchy.
and I was like, I didn't want Andy to go out of his way to go to Fife when he lives in Tacoma. So I said, no, we'll just go.
I considered wanting to live,
Whoa.
but
Whoa. Whoa.
It
I
was
don't want to say anything mean about any particular groups of people or anything, but there was a lot of tweaking going on for one.
yes. And also I do want to make sure and say the staff was super nice, super friendly. There was no
And the
issue with
food
the
was
food.
good.
Yeah, like it wasn't a reflection of the restaurant itself, like because
Right.
they did a good job, and I don't want to at all, you know, rag on that, because our server was awesome, super friendly, super nice. But yeah, it was just kind of, and also when you're in a neighborhood and you're in a neighborhood at 11 o'clock on a weeknight, that also changes the dynamic too. So,
Yeah, it was a very interesting crowd. Let's just say, yeah.
yeah.
It was mind blowing. There was nobody in there that was, I don't want to say normal, but
Well, I'm in there with my gayest shirt that I have, with the roses down the side, buttoned up, and to not feel too formal, I unbuttoned the top button, which I felt like was maybe one of the gayer things that I've done. I'm just like, I feel too.
oh, when we first sat down, my socks that I had under my boobs came out.
Oh yeah,
Remember,
Cheri's
I
like,
forgot about that. And so like I said, look, and I got these socks dangling there. So I guess we fit right in. I guess that's what really that's saying.
maybe the irony is that we felt like we didn't fit in, and everyone else was like,
Look at
there's
those.
nobody here.
That could very well be the case. Look what happened to my hair right now. I like just did something to it, and it's almost
yeah.
sticking straight out, like
It's like a little, like a duck feather.
like a Donald Trump egg.
That's awesome.
So there was that, yeah. But today we're going to be playing Truth or Drink. What?
I love you, Cheri.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I said I love you, Cheri.
I love you too. Have you ever played Truth or Drink before?
Have we played it before? I feel like maybe.
We might have played something similar to it when
I don't know if I've officially played Truth or Drink, but I feel like I should have.
we played something similar to that when we did our
The Drunk Truth or Dare.
yeah. So it'll be similar to that. But when I took these pictures, I took these questions right off a website that said Truth or Drink. So, and
Okay,
I put them
so
on a
these are-
spinning wheel.
So these are new for both of us.
Yeah. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it.
Okay, I'm excited. I am excited.
My father is watching, so I don't know how I feel about that. Hey, Dad. All
Hey,
right.
Papa Cheri.
So, Papa Cheri. Now, I don't know. Do I need to? I guess I need to share the screen, huh?
I think that would help. Otherwise, we can't see it.
Let me go. Okay.
Okay. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of questions. Wow. Click to spin.
Is there a way to make it smaller and us bigger? I guess we'll just leave it like this.
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, maybe. Oh, well.
Like up on the
Okay.
view thing over there.
So, Andy, you're going to go first. All right. But I have to do
Okay.
the spinning because.
Okay. Click. I'm clicking it. There we go. Click.
So the rules are are you answer the question,
Okay.
or if you don't want to answer the question, you have to take a drink. So what's your biggest fear in life? That's a cheerful one to start out with, isn't it?
It is. It used to be coming out, I can tell you that. But now that that's solved, I would say I'm not a fan of like sharp things, like needles, knives, jaws on tigers. Like I don't want to die a bloody death. that's it. So
Gotcha.
cheers to that. Now we take a drink, right?
You don't have to, but you can. All right. Okay, I guess it's my turn.
Cheri's turn.
And then I'm just removing them as we go so we don't get
Okay.
the same one.
Smart.
Of course, that means if we ever play this again, maybe I don't have to reload it.
What's the best D? Oh,
Best date you've been on.
best date you've been on, Cheri.
Well, the thing that comes to mind is that I think it was the first actual date Dave and I ever went on.
Aw.
We went to the Comedy Underground in Tacoma, not Seattle.
Oh, back when it was, yeah, I know where you're
And
talking
there
about.
was one down there. And I
On
remember
Main Street.
Dave dressed up and he wore like this velvet jacket and he looked really handsome. And I kind of knew like already by then that he was something very special. I don't remember
Aw.
if we even like went out to eat. We probably went to the bar after that, but it was a really fun night. So I would say that's the best date I've been on.
Nice. And that was like you and Dave like were already friends and knew each other before you went on dates. So it was kind of like taking it to the next level thing, right?
Sure.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna click it.
That makes me want to drink. Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, what's it gonna say? I got. What's the most most embarrassing thing you've ever done? Okay. I don't know. This is up there, but I walked into a meeting at work once when I was in sales, and it was first thing in the morning and I was late. So everybody was already in there and there were probably like 20 people in there. It was like all of customer service and a bunch of people. And I walk into this company meeting. And for some reason, as I walk into the room, it dawns on me that I don't think my fly is done, like zipped up.
Uh-oh.
So I walk into the room and the door is at the front of the room. So everybody's facing me. I walk in and I'm like, oh shit, my fly's undone. So I turn around and zip my fly up. And like, I even like did a little like I moved a little bit when I did it. And it was just like such an instant, like, oh crap, my fly's down. So I turned around in the corner, zipped my fly up, and then tried to go to my seat, but it was obviously not subtle by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know why I didn't just leave the room or go to my seat or something. But that was mortifying. That might be one of the most embarrassing things I've done.
Huh. Okay.
I'm sure there's others. I embarrass myself like left and right, so it's really hard to pick.
Well, at least you know how to own your awkward though. I didn't even spin it. It spun itself.
Oh. Okay, what is this one now? Describe your best orgasm. How long?
Oh my God.
You visualize that one happening to you.
I said before the show, this is probably the one question I'm not going to answer. So
I'll drink with you, Cheri.
All right, your turn.
Okay, I'm pushing the button. Wait. You have to push it for me, you know that, right?
Oh. I'm sitting there waiting. My wife's in it.
Okay.
Have you faked an orgasm?
No. Sorry. Was I supposed to?
All right. Well, that was easy.
I mean, I faked what was giving me the orgasm.
What's your relationship deal breaker?
Huh.
Cheating. Cheating, cheating, cheating.
What are you cheating on? Oh, that's your, oh yeah, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I've been there, ruined my life, not going back to that.
That's absolutely fair.
Okay, you ready?
Yep, I'm fake pushing the button. Let's see if I can do this without switching glasses. Do you believe in soulmates? I don't know. I don't know that there's people that you're like destined to be with necessarily, but I believe there are people that are definitely much better fits for you, and that there's probably someone out there that is, you know, I don't know. I have a hard time believing that there's like a one person, and if you don't happen to, you know, stumble upon them through your travels, that you just are out of luck.
Right, that's true. And the other thing about that is, then what about, like, you know, when people's spouses die and then they find somebody else? I think
Yeah, like how
maybe
many
you have
soulmates can a person have?
more than one soulmate, or it's just that's
Yeah,
just how it goes.
I mean, I do believe that there are people you are just destined to be more compatible with, but that could be also defined as like your bestie or your, you know, like there's people you just click with. They aren't necessarily the person you know, that you're a partner with.
Okay. All right.
Cheri's turn.
See, this is why I thought it would have been fun if we would have had a third person.
Yeah, threesomes are fun.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst date you've been on?
Oh,
You're getting the harder questions, I think.
okay. The one that comes to mind is that back in like it was 1985.
Okay.
I went on like a strict crash diet and I lost 80 pounds.
Mm.
So all of a sudden, people that had never paid a bit of attention to me all of a sudden were asking me out on dates, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I lived in these apartments. They were townhouse apartments, and the people that lived right next door had a friend, and I might have gone to high school with him. I don't remember, but he asked me out on a date after all this time. But he took me to a bar, and then somebody came in the bar, and he left with him to go buy Coke.
Oh,
Not Coca-Cola, but Coke.
yeah.
And then left me there. So I just got up and left. And then later it was like, where'd you go? Like, you left me, or, you know, like I did something wrong. And it's like, don't leave me in a bar and just leave.
Like, did he not bring enough back for you, or what?
No, so, yeah.
No, that's the worst. Yeah, I think I'll shut up. It's your question, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, so
When people aren't paying attention to you on a date, that's just like really.
well, there's one thing not paying attention and one thing not being present.
Well, yeah. Well, no, well, yeah. Like not being present even physically. Like that's just horrific,
Yeah.
especially on a first date.
And I was proud of myself though that I didn't like sit there and wait to see how long it was going to take him. It was like, no, I'm out of here. So
good for you. Good for you. Know your worth.
boop, 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 boop.
Oh, what makes a relationship toxic in your opinion? I think that for me, what makes a relationship toxic really comes down to blame. And, you know, you can get into like trust issues and all those things, but if someone is putting blame on you in the middle of a relationship, that's, you know, trust is one thing, and not being able to trust somebody, that's one whole issue, but toxic is just a whole nother level. And when someone is actually like purposefully making you feel guilty or feel bad in a relationship, and that's what mine, you know, the longest relationship I've had was like. And so I know that, and it was very toxic, and I still have nightmares about it. So when it's that whole game of no matter what you do, you're wrong, that's just toxic.
Right. I agree. Steve Hammond is here. He says it's a fun
Sweet.
game. He loves a Q&A. Hey, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Oh my gosh, I love Steve.
If anybody, let's just say this, I'm just going to give an open invitation. if anybody here wants to call in, if you have Andy or my phone number, or if you want to call in on Facebook Messenger and spin the wheel and answer a question, you can do so, but you have to have alcohol on the ready to drink if you don't want to answer it. How's that
Yeah,
sound?
now I got to turn my ringer off because
Oh,
I'll just flip my phone over so I'll see it. I actually turned my ringer off during scrutiny.
well, I can see when my phone rings, so I don't need the ringer on.
I flipped it
I don't
upside
have
down.
to wear
Well, I'll see if
16
somebody
pairs
calls
of,
in.
I don't need to wear 16 pairs of glasses to be able to see.
Or if you have a question you want to throw at us, that's an option too.
That's true.
Or put it in the comments. You enjoyed Dirty Talk, Cheri.
Do you enjoy dirty talk? Of course I do. I'm Cheri Hardman. I love dirty talk.
It's your brand. How could you not enjoy it?
Yeah, dirty talk with Cheri Hardman. There we go. So yes, please.
Bring it on. Okay. Removing that.
Okay.
What's it say? Have you ever cheated on someone? I'd say no.
What, you're drinking?
I'd say no.
Oh, okay.
But I still want to drink.
You're lying. Okay. I gotta master that, like, liar.
What's the best?
God damn it.
Cheri. Okay, my turn to. Because I mean,
All right, this is Andy's turn.
Spin the wheel. Okay, I'm spinning.
You guys
it.
can all use your imaginations about why I don't want to answer this.
Are you pushing that? Okay, there we go. What's the next question here? When was the last? What's the worst? What's the worst thing I've ever done at work? I took a drink, but you weren't even watching.
Oh,
so.
I was looking. Steve said, "Have I ever not?" is the question. So that's funny. And Andy is not going to answer that. So we're not as forthcoming as I thought we were going to be today.
I know. Come on, Cheri. Let's see here. Okay, it's your turn. Who has the best sense of humor in this room? Oh my God. I don't think either of us should answer that.
Well, I'm the only one in this particular room, so I'll say me.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's an easy out. The Milo's in there.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. You want to spin it again?
Yeah. I might have to break the seal already.
Break the seal?
Mm-hmm.
What's that mean?
When you go pee for the first time when you've been drinking, you break the seal, and then after that you have to go pee a lot. What's the most childish thing you still do?
Oh God. I don't even know. I do so many childish things. That's so the most childish thing. I mean, I guess there's stuff I do that's childish. I don't think, well, that can't be anything sexual because that's not childish. What is the most childish thing that I still do? Let me consider this thought for a moment and think about what to say. I don't know. I guess it would be, if anything, amongst all the answers from which I could choose, it would be to say that perhaps it's that I actually like play pranks. Like I just like to just be childish and silly and play pranks. I don't know.
That's true. You do that a lot. I don't know if it's that childish, but it is it's a silly thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy that answer.
I mean, I don't really eat cereal, or I don't know. What was your
Oh,
best?
help me God. Oh,
What was the most embarrassing music you listen? What's the most embarrassing music you listen to, Cheri?
okay.
Tell us.
Well, the most embarrassing music I listen to, you would think that I would say Barry Manilow, but I'm not embarrassed to listen to Barry Manilow because I love Barry Manilow. So I
Okay.
would say the music that I listen to that's the most embarrassing is I listen to like old heartthrobs like David Cassidy and Rick Springfield and that kind of stuff. And that's kind of embarrassing.
Those are like 80s people, right?
Yeah, because that's when I was a young child in the 80s.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Gotcha. Okay, let's do another spinny of the wheelie. Oh,
What's a secret you've never told anyone, Andy?
I don't know.
He's getting ready to drink.
I am.
Better not tell one of mine.
If I haven't told anyone, I don't think I should tell it on the internet.
Looks like you need a new drink.
Okay, I'm prepared.
All right. Go ahead and make yourself a drink, bartender.
Okay.
Oh, I've got the hiccups now.
Hey, bartender.
Oh, no.
Holy shit, I'm gonna go through a bottle of Jameson this St. Patrick's Day.
The weirdest place I've ever had sex.
I put a
In
little
the
7-Up
butt?
in my Jameson. Oh yeah, go ahead, answer. Sorry.
I said in the butt? No.
Oh.
That's the old joke. No, in the barber shop bathroom
Wow.
with the barber.
Okay.
That's pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I was 17. He was
Cheers to that.
27.
Whew.
You keep talking when I'm talking.
Sorry,
So I
go
might
ahead.
as well just not even answer the question.
No, please answer. I didn't realize you were telling more of the story. You were 17 and
He was 27. He thought he was Warren Beatty and shampoo, which you have to be old enough to get that reference.
shampoo. Wasn't that the whale at SeaWorld?
It make me wet my pants. And I'm not even wearing any. Okay, Andy, what's the best intimate experience you've ever had?
Oh. I feel like I should drink on this one.
Why? You don't have anyone's feelings to hurt.
No, I don't. Okay, I'll drink just to be ready to share it.
Okay.
I think the best intimate experience I've ever had, I feel like it's
Oh God.
I just need to drink. I'll just say it had been a while. And it was it was good to catch up with someone I hadn't been with for a long time. And it had been a long time, and we just had a really good connection.
Uh-huh.
And we spent hours together, and I'll just leave it at that.
All right. That sounds
Love it.
good to me.
Drink.
This is making me wish my husband felt better today, if you know what I'm saying. All right.
I know. I feel like I need to text. Excuse me. I'm gonna need to text somebody really quick and see what they're up to today.
Oh, what's the best piece of advice I've given someone? Oh. I think never take advice from someone you wouldn't want to trade places with.
I like that.
That's a very good piece of advice. Somebody's here in my house.
Ooh.
It might just be
Steve
Noah.
said Miley Cyrus. I think he was referring to the music you were embarrassed to say you listened to.
Oh, yeah.
That's how behind we are
Not a
on
Miley
comments.
fan.
Sorry.
I'm
Steve.
gonna. I'll just talk. I'm gonna just check on what's going on out here.
Okay, something's going on at Cheri's home, so I'm gonna talk. Welcome. I would try to spin the wheel, but I can't do that right now because the spin button is on Cheri's side. So I'd love to hear what y'all are drinking or what you're doing for St. Patrick's Day. I know a lot of people are eating corned beef and cabbage. That's tradition. I texted with my sister earlier and she said she had Jameson and Guinness on the ready. She had corned beef in the crock pot and it was and watching the Zags game. So that sounds like the ultimate St. Patrick's Day right there. But it is interesting to hear what other people's traditions are. Like, are you trying to catch a leprechaun? Are you trying to get lucky? Like, what are y'all doing out there? I'm curious.
Gonna do it. I don't want you to have to get up. I guess Noah came over and that started the dogs barking.
Okay, well.
And then I was gonna ask him to make me a drink, but Dave's making it.
Oh, nice. I just keep the mixer right next to my chair.
Well.
So is it my turn to? It's my turn to spin, isn't it?
Okay. I already lost track, so.
Are we keeping score?
No.
What is the weird? Oh, I don't think I can answer. The weirdest trend you've ever participated in? I can probably say that there is no weird trend I've really ever participated in because I shy away from trends. Like, I just started TikTok, 4 years after it was a thing. So,
what about the handlebar mustache trend?
Was that a trend? I thought it was okay. That probably would be the weirdest thing I've done, other than
might as well use that.
Well, maybe the weirdest thing I did as a trend was becoming gay. So, there's that.
That gay trend.
Yeah, it's trendy lately. Like, I waited till it was cool to do it.
Steve Hammond says he misses you. Said, oh, thank you. Okay. Dave's making me a drink, so hopefully this will be one I can answer. My biggest insecurity.
Oh. Let's get real.
I should have my husband answer that.
Yeah, he'll probably know it too easily.
I think it's probably what I look like naked. Just my aging naked body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems natural. Like, I think that's a big thing for a lot of us.
What would you say is my biggest insecurity?
It's a setup.
You said what people think of me, so yeah, that's.
Oh, now I believe that one, which ties right into the naked body because that would be the reason.
That's why I don't let anybody see it anymore. All right, you ready?
I think you're beautiful, Cheri.
Well, I think you've seen me naked, so
Yeah.
I know you're just being nice.
No,
okay.
I mean, you're not my type, so.
Have you ever been cheated on, Andy?
Not really.
Not really?
I mean, not
in anything that counted?
I felt that way, but it wasn't really an exclusive relationship. So early on when I came out, I was like, oh my God, he's with somebody else. I'm like, oh, well, we weren't really a thing. So it felt that way to me, but it wasn't really.
Okay.
Ooh, the most adventurous thing you've ever done.
Oh. I'm going to say I'm not that adventurous. I've done some crazy stuff when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
But the first thing that came to mind was that I did the the polar bear thing.
Like a polar bear plunge?
Yeah, the polar bear plunge. I did the polar bear.
Oh, you did that, Cheri? That's amazing.
I did it like right. It was one of like the last. It wasn't that long ago. It was one of the last years when I could still walk and stuff, and it was freaking cold. I did it at Owen Beach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then it was really not. That's not something I would normally do. So to me, that was really adventurous.
That's huge. I see people do that like on New Year's Day. That's a big thing, and I think, no way, no. Like I don't do cold. I don't do wet. I like.
I would have. Yeah, no, it's actually really fun, and I would highly recommend it. I would still be doing it, but my doctor, after that year, she said no, not I couldn't do it anymore.
Wow, I didn't
But
know
I
that
will.
about you.
I do have a piece of advice about
Yes.
this. If anybody ever wants to do the polar bear plunge, do not wear like flip-flops. Because you get out there in the water, at least at Owen Beach, it's all rocky. And so then you're running, and then your shoes, they fly off your feet and float up. And then you're standing there in this cold, cold water, getting your feet cut by rocks and stuff.
Ouch.
So
You gotta wear like aqua socks or something, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, or even just tennis shoes would be
still
better.
a thing, aqua socks? Or yeah, you're right, just put shoes on. Just shoes you don't mind getting wet. Okay. I like that. I'll buy from you.
Okay, good. You ready?
Yeah, I am down. Let's make this happen. What's the last
thing you Googled, Andy?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
Go look at your phone or whatever.
I Googled something today. I Googled a thing, and it was a thing that I wanted to look up. It was boring. It was a boring thing.
Go to Google and look.
Well, does it show me? Hold on.
Well, unless you're really anal and you close everything out after you use it every time.
Well, it's closed, but I Googled a thing, and I was trying to figure out a thing, and I don't remember what the thing was, but I was trying to figure out how to do the thing, and I was really disappointed that Google didn't show me the thing. I remember that much, but I don't remember what the thing was, and I'm really troubled right now because I'm gonna be up at night tonight trying to figure out what the thing was.
No,
that
you're
I was
not.
trying to
Gonna
Google.
forget.
No, this is Mr. Cheri. Oh my God, you don't know how troubling this is gonna be because I don't know. And I Googled something and I can't remember what it was. Oh my God, what did I Google? I Googled, and it was specifically like a thing with a thing. Ah, shoot. I don't know, but I Googled something. I'm not afraid to admit what I Googled. Shoot. I was curious about something earlier, and so I Googled it. I looked it up. And damn it. Anyway.
Can't remember.
No.
Okay.
My age.
You're just a baby. I'm gonna have to potty pretty soon. I know I already said that. I gotta quit talking about it. All right. What's your favorite body part on another person? I'm not gonna say what you think I'm gonna say.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
I like arms and hands. You know, like if a guy's got strong arms and you can feel his biceps and his fingers are nice and fat. And
yeah.
they're like just, yeah, that's hot.
You know,
they don't even have to be like really buff or anything. Like,
what about long fingers? Do you like long fingers?
I like them more meaty.
Okay, like sausages?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's hot. Your turn. I didn't know this was going to be like a horny game. Did you?
No, I got to Google somebody.
This question should be for me.
No. Sorry. Have I ever fallen asleep during sex? No. I have to remember we have to say these things out loud because people could be listening to this and not seeing it visually.
That's true.
So have I ever fallen asleep during sex? Flat out no.
Okay.
Now I have fallen asleep kind of on the in-between, like I've dozed off, but not during.
I do all the time. Nothing against my husband, but I do have a touch of narcolepsy. All right. No, I do. I have sleep. It's a sleep thing. Oh my God, what's the worst thing I've ever done? All right, I'm gonna say it though. Like right now, the worst thing I've ever done that I can think of off the top of my head is sleep with somebody's husband.
Were they there?
No.
That's tricky because I'm gonna shut up. You never know who's open and who's not. What is the one thing you really like about yourself? Oh, what is the one thing I like about myself? I like my creativity. I really do. Whether it's solving a problem or coming up with something fun to do, I like that I can be creative with things.
That's true. You are. That is a good quality of yours.
Who would drink on that one?
I don't know. Jeremy Whitman said he could build us a thing that does this, and we could put all our own items on the wheel. Well, we did put our own items on the wheel. I mean, we borrowed them from somewhere, but we could have made up our own, but that would take too long. But we could have people write them for us.
Jeremy Whitman looks like a guy from one of the Simpsons characters.
Hey, wait, is it my turn? Yeah, it's my turn.
Yes. No offense, I'm not saying that as a bad thing, Jeremy. I'm just saying.
When was the last time I cried and why? Shit. I don't remember. It's been within the last week. I think it was about something on TV. Trying to think of what I've watched recently.
You know what I watched? Never mind, I'll shut up.
Yeah, we know you don't cry during porn. Yeah, but
oh my God, that would be sad. Oh.
I got to think about this because I don't cry that much. And so what made me cry? It's usually like if somebody's on a show and they're telling some heartfelt story about something that happened to them in their life.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Did I tell you that I cried lately about something?
Well, you post sometimes on Google when you cry when you are like left out.
I don't cry when I'm left out. When was I left out?
I don't remember.
You're high too.
No, you had posted something about trying to be to a show and they tried to help you out, but you couldn't get up, and then it was sad and you cried.
I couldn't get up.
I mean, you couldn't like perform, or you couldn't get into a show or something. I don't remember.
Oh, when I went to club comedy and
Maybe
I couldn't get on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't.
I'm not trying to
cry about that.
I mean, I'm just, which is fair. Like that's sad.
I think I was watching. What's his name? Like Tyler Henry or something. He's a psychic medium, and he has a thing on Netflix right now. And I think somebody was telling a story, and it was kind of touching about somebody that died, and I cried.
So, do you cry watching shows? Because I do. I used to make fun of my dad for it, but I cry.
I cry on commercials sometimes.
Yeah, my dad used to cry during Hallmark commercials, and I made fun of him like crazy, and now it's me.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It means you got a soul.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Either that or you're on your period. One or the other.
You know what else I have? A Reese's fast break.
Oh.
Oh, what is the most
What's the most gross thing you have done today, Andy? Is
probably
it
probably eating a king size fast break and a half a bag of Ruffles.
Well, that was convenient, wasn't it?
It was like that was just foreshadowing, and half bag of Ruffles, which
Steve says he cries all the time.
thank you, Steve. I appreciate you being a man and owning up to that.
We'll give you a hug next time we see you, if we ever see you. Mhm.
I'll see Steve soon because we have plans.
Oh, well, whatever. I didn't want to go anyway. Is this you now?
It is me,
What's the one thing you dislike about yourself?
my man titties.
You were just talking about those earlier.
I do have body shame issues. Like, it's sad and it's wrong, and you know, but I have image issues.
Yeah, I think most of us do. Are you done?
Yep, I'm done.
Andy and his titties are done. All right.
Oh, I forgot to watch my phone in case somebody's calling. I flipped it upside down, but nobody called, so it's okay.
No. My biggest pet peeve, I bet Andy knows what it is.
It's blowing their nose in public.
It's when it's only when I'm eating. It's in a restaurant. If you
In a
blow
restaurant.
your fucking nose, go to the bathroom. Because if you are in the same restaurant, I'm gonna go for it. If you're in the same restaurant I'm in and I hear you blowing your nose, I will publicly shame you. So just know that.
Or if you're hacking loogies into the trash can.
Oh my God, in the doctor's office. Yeah, I did yell at that guy too. Keep your snot to yourself. And if it's gonna make any noise whatsoever, take it in the bathroom or outside.
It is totally fair. It's totally fair because I think that's nasty. That's
And then,
nasty.
like,
It's nasty.
I yell in the doctor's office waiting room, and everybody looks at me like I'm the one that's crazy. You should see
Okay.
my kids. When somebody starts to blow their nose in public and they're with me, they're like, oh my God, here she goes. Like, no.
Okay, we
But
get
let me tell I know I've told this story before, but
please don't. I want to hear it.
at one time, Noah was young, and we were at Fred Meyer. And the doctor's office, we were poor back then, and the doctor's office had given us like a $250 gift certificate for Fred Meyer. And to us, that was like $1 million, you know. So we went in the little deli area and had a sandwich because it was taking us so long to shop. And some old fucking man gets out a handkerchief and starts to go to town. And I open my mouth. And Noah looks at me and goes, come on, Mom, we're having a good day. And so that was the one time that I didn't yell at the person because I didn't want to upset my son who was having a good day. So,
Sorry, do you have a paper bag?
are you hyperventilating over there?
Oh my God, it's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Now that we've made that perfectly clear, I've been saying to kids at school, like, you sound like you need to go home.
I don't know. Is it hot in here or is it just me?
You baby, you're hot.
Okay, next question. Oh, this is my question. Thank you for sharing, by the way, Cheri. Do you ever talk?
Do you ever talk to yourself in the mirror, Andy?
Not really. I mean, I've sometimes like been like, yeah, man, but not really. Like, I don't wake up in the morning and be like, dude, you're awesome. But I have had moments.
Do you talk to yourself in general?
I don't know. Like not really. Not like in the,
Really?
I don't know. I guess I feel like I talk to myself, but I don't feel like
You
I
keep
talk
it
to
inside your head?
yeah, like in my head, I talk to oh my God, I have full conversations in my head. I just don't say it out loud.
Huh.
Like, oh my God, I have like full conversations in my head. Like,
I've realized that taking my mask off now, I have to remember that when I talk to myself, I can't move my lips anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Those days are over.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Oh God, we're at 4:51 already.
Wow, this is fun. Oh, Cheri, you're getting all of these.
Is this mine?
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was yours. Oh, it is
I
my
had
favorite.
to answer if I talk to myself.
My favorite sex position is doggy style.
Okay.
Right. Woof woof. Apparently, the people that made this game are from Canada, are jolly old because it says favorite with a U.
Oh, interesting.
All right, this is yours, and then I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Oh, we all want to hear about your most embarrassing sexual experience. Oh, he's drinking. Damn it, we don't get to hear. Okay, means a mystery.
I'm just saying, as a newbie in the gay world, there's lessons to be learned. I'll just leave it at that.
Does it have anything to do with that angle that I like talk about sometimes?
No, but it might have to do with an untimely fart.
My biggest turn on, is this me?
Yep.
Do you think this means like sexually or just in general?
Well, usually being turned on has to do with sex, doesn't it?
Okay, I'll just say that I really enjoy some like kissing on my neck and like talking in my ear. If you want to get me going, that's how you can get me going. So Andy, stop doing that to me.
Remember that next
Yeah.
time. Hey, Cheri.
It like makes me do like my husband comes up and does that. I do it. Like, yeah. All right. I'll spin it for you, but you don't really have to answer it. But I am going to run and go pee really quick.
Okay. I'll answer while you're going pee, and then I'll re-answer.
And then you recalibrate for me. I'll be right back.
Cheri's going pee while it spins. So, what should we say? What is it? What's your biggest turn off? That's funny because it just asked what Cheri's biggest turn on was, and now it's asking my biggest turn off. Well, now I read this somewhere that this was actually kind of a thing for everybody. Like it's one of the biggest turnoffs, and it is true for me, and that is smells. I smell something bad, it's a turnoff. And that's true. Like, you know, somebody has bad breath, there's a bad whiff in the air, it doesn't matter what it is. If there's a bad smell, it just kills the moment. Like there are certain things that override logic and override reasoning and go straight to our sensories, and that is music is one of those things, smells is another. I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't make me sound jabrunk, but but smelling things bad, that's a turnoff. That is definitely another thing that's a turnoff for me, and this is to the point where like you wouldn't even get to know the person, but it's when somebody is inconsiderate or a jerk. Like I wouldn't even hang out with them at that point because it's just sad and wrong. You know what else is sad and wrong is just talking to an empty screen while Cheri's gone going pee. She's back. Cheri, the question was, what's your biggest turn off? Which is funny because the last one was the biggest turn on. And I said bad smells.
For sure.
Hardcore. Yeah. Ugh, hard pass.
Okay.
Okay, it's your turn.
I went fast. I didn't want to stand there for 20 seconds washing my hands, so
I was surprised how fast you were.
So that's why I used hand sanitizer when I came back. The weirdest thing I've ever bought.
We haven't drank very much.
I
like how you lost your jacket on that round.
Yeah, I got hot, got getting up and going to the bathroom. The weirdest thing, it's not the weirdest thing I've ever bought, but it has the weirdest name. I bought a thing called My Shiny Hiney.
Okay.
It's
Is
like a
that a
little
bidet?
brush. It's a brush to clean your asshole with. So
Oh, okay. Nice. And shiny hiney.
all right, you ready?
I am. Sorry for the ruffles. They're ribbed for her satisfaction. What's the best something? Oh, no, wait.
What is your greatest weakness?
My biggest weakness is my fear of letting other people down. Like
Yeah.
like if I had to tell somebody no, that really eats at me. And like I like freeze. If I feel like whatever I'm gonna say is gonna be disappointing to somebody, I want to please people so bad, and that's wrong.
Okay. So you're telling me that I need to find somebody else to go with me tomorrow night.
Maybe.
Just know that, like, I always want you to be honest with me. So
I know.
don't ever do that with me, because if I'm pissed at you, I'll just tell you right to your face.
No, you've been good at that.
So you don't ever have to worry about where you stand with me, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
The last person I searched on Instagram,
Oh, I want to know this, or you're gonna be drinking.
I will say, I'm gonna go look it up. Because I think I looked somebody up today. So the last one that shows up, oh, maybe not today. The first one that shows up is as recent is Amir K that I worked with at Nate's the other night.
Okay.
That makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking to see who the last person you? Whew.
I am.
Auntie Audrey's watching. Hey, girl.
What's up?
It's time for us to go out for lunch or something.
Oh, I have to answer this next one.
Yep, it's yours. What's the biggest misconception about you, Andy?
I would say that I have fully accepted myself.
Oh.
Because I mean, I talk about that. My whole brand is Own Your Awkward, but it's a continual daily struggle. It's not something that you just do and you're done with. It's a continual, like, are you okay?
That's interesting. It's not what I thought you were going to say, so that's interesting.
What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you would say you were going to say something about, oh yeah, I got family members watching right now, but that's okay. I thought you would say something about how, you know how like some people that we know might like sometimes say shit about you, and I get more mad than you do, or at least, you know, and
Sure.
I think that you would say something like that they don't know that you like you act all nice,
like that it doesn't bother me,
or that you don't know that you're oblivious to those things.
Oh yeah,
when you're really not. Yeah,
sure. And that's fair. That's pretty true too. That'd be a good one too.
Something that I'm glad my family doesn't know about me.
I feel like you're gonna drink on this.
I guess if I'm glad, I don't want them to know, right?
You probably don't want to say it.
Yeah, I'm drinking on this one.
That's fair. Okay. Cheri, why do you get me drunk?
A couple more drinks and I would have told it anyway.
I know, that's my problem, is I started too soon. Oh my God, I started too soon.
Oh, Andy, this is such a dumb question. Have you ever had a friends with benefits situation? Has he ever had a friend that wasn't a friends with Ben? No.
Well, I would have to say, if I'm honest,
Oh.
yes. Okay.
Andy's starting
Watch
to
my
cackle.
comedy, you'll know the answers.
That's true. You do a whole bit about that.
I do. I just did it on Sunday night.
Uh-huh.
You should have been there.
What's the, oh, okay.
Okay, Cheri, can I just say I read this wrong? I thought it said, what's the best piece of ass you've ever gotten from someone else?
Well, then I'd be drinking again.
Okay.
Well, I already got the question, what's the best piece of advice I've given? The best piece of advice I've gotten, it might not sound like the best piece of advice, but for the moment that I got it,
Right.
and this is what it was. Just because the phone rings doesn't mean you have to answer it. Which is
I like
really
that.
just about, you're not at other people's mercy.
Mhm.
You can do what you want when you want to. So
I like that. That's what voicemail is for. Look at how much bigger the space is on the wheel I've gotten.
I know, we might as well just finish this bitch off.
Right?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh my God. I don't even know
Describe
what to
your
say.
best orgasm, Andy.
Okay, I
How
don't
long
even know
did it
what to
last?
say on this one other than I don't know. It's hard to identify. I can I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say.
Are you drinking then, or just you don't know?
I don't even know. Like, here's the deal. I feel like this needs to be refilled, so that will happen. But I'll take a drink and I'll say, how long did it last? I honestly don't know what to say.
Well, because when you're having a really good orgasm, you're not exactly timing it.
Yeah, I forgot to take my watch out and be like, 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3. Like, that's not what's on your mind in that moment, right? I will say, and this probably comes down to like, who was your best experience kind of question I answered earlier. And it really is that it has to do with being present in the moment. And when you're in that mind space, that's what you're focused on. And so I'm just going to drink. I'll just drink.
Okay. I kind of want to tell about an orgasm story.
You do that because I'm going to go to the
Can I do
restroom.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. Well, you're going to miss a good story. So back when I was 17 years old, well, we can hear you too. That was funny. I wasn't here to enjoy it though. Oh, back when I was 17, I went on a date with this guy and he showed up at my house to pick me up, still living with my parents, with a marijuana leaf on his shirt. Like, that was not very smart. But we went to his house. He lived in Enumclaw. Yes, I have had sex with someone that lives in Enumclaw. And we smoked this pot, and it was a really trippy pot. Like, there was pot back in the day. They say pot nowadays is stronger. Back in my day, like, it was street pot. I think it was often dusted with stuff, because I remember one time seeing the music come out of the radio, go in my ear, come out the other ear. Like, all right, what have you heard so far?
You were in Enumclaw and you were 17, and Paula's stronger.
Okay. So anyway, this guy went down on me.
Okay.
And I had
Never a bad
27 orgasms in a row. It just wouldn't stop. It was just one, and then another one, and then another one. So I started counting. Anyway,
Okay.
maybe I should look him up. No. Anyway.
I might need to look him up.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Wow. 20.
He is also the, oh no, that wasn't him. That was somebody else. Never mind.
Do you ever notice how you can tell how healthy your Jameson and 7 is? Kind of like how healthy your urine is.
No.
Like the darker it is, the less healthy it probably is.
Yeah, sure. Oh shit, you thought you were drinking Jameson. That's your urine sample.
Funny. It's your turn. What's
Your turn. Oh no, it is my turn.
Yeah, you just chose to answer the last one.
Yeah, I just bogarted that whole thing, didn't I?
Yep.
What's my biggest fantasy?
Whew.
I can have a fantasy that's not about sex.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
So I have a big fantasy that I move to Vegas and I have my own room on the strip and I have like hunky guys that carry me out onto the stage every night. And I have a big house with a pool and Andy can come visit me whenever he wants when he's traveling.
I have the same
And-
fantasy, except it's you visiting me.
Yeah. And I have 2 husbands. That's the other part.
Me too.
Your turn.
Okay, that drink was a little strong. I need more ice. What is your greatest?
Why don't you wait till it stops? Your greatest strength. I thought you already answered that.
I feel like we should respin.
Okay. And he's talking with this mouthful. What is your favorite movie that you secretly know is actually terrible?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know. I mean, I
You
like.
watch a lot of terrible shit. That should be really easy.
I mean, I like things like, you know, like The Sound of Music or Tommy Boy. Like, I have a huge range of things I like. Like, and I don't know why those are 2 that I chose. And like Willy Wonka. I don't know. My favorite movie that I know is actually terrible. I honestly don't. I feel like I need to drink just because I don't honestly know what to say for this question.
Okay. Like what about okay, I would say the Sex and the City movie.
So, okay, that's fair. I've only watched it once. I watched this what's it called? I watched Sex and the City, the series.
Uh-huh.
And so like that's fun, right? And I'm familiar with the situation. And I feel like I am a Samantha pretending to be like a Charlotte. So so I'm told. However, I don't know what movie I would say is the worst movie that's actually terrible that I actually is a favorite. Cheri, please let me off the hook on this one. I don't know what to say.
Okay, Andy, I'll let you off the hook.
Cheri, you know I love you, right?
I do. You sang me a song on my birthday in Vegas.
I couldn't find the video for that. I tried to find it and I couldn't
Oh,
find
really?
it. That was like one of my favorite memories.
If you could only do one sex act for the rest of your life, what would it be? That is so easy. It would be, does it count as doing it if you're the one receiving it?
No, well, I don't know.
I think it does. So I'm going to say cunnilingus. But I'm not doing it, I'm receiving it. It's being a pillow princess. That's my favorite. Yeah, we're almost done with this. We might as well just do them till they're gone.
I think we should
And then
just do them till they're gone. If we
and
have
then
to
we'll
break
be
this into
done.
2 episodes, we can.
Oh. Have you
Oh my
ever
God.
broken the law? And if so, why? Oh, come on. You could say that you fucking
I'll
accidentally
still
ran,
answer. Don't worry. I
you
just
ran
wanted
a
to
red
drink.
light or, oh, okay.
No, I have sped. I have read I'm like liar. Like I have sped. I have done drugs. I have run a red light. Like all the things. But I don't know, as far as blatantly broke the law, it's minor in the scheme of things.
Okay. Officer, arrest that man right there in the green shirt.
Please be in uniform. That's wrong. My kid's a cop.
Uh-oh.
Have you
Uh-oh.
ever slept?
Have you ever slept with someone that immediately regretted it? Are you kidding me? Lots of times. There were plenty of times I slept with someone just to get him to fucking go home. Go, Andy, it's your turn.
What do most people think is true about you but isn't? That I'm a good guy?
No.
I don't know. That I have virtue? I don't know. I really don't know what to say about this. I feel like most people think that I am. So this is okay, Cheri.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get real for a second.
Okay.
If I get honest about this situation, I think that most people view me as well-adjusted, like happy with myself. And the thing is, there are so many insecurities that are still at play, which I battle daily, and that's what it is. I'm still not okay with myself, even though I try to own my awkward every day. I still have a lot of uphill to do.
But that's okay, because we all do, and you're doing great, and we all love you.
Aw, thank you. What does this wheel look like when it's down to like 1?
I know. When was the last time you lied, and what was it? Oh. It was probably the other night, and I might have told someone they had a good set when they didn't really.
Oh no. Don't say so.
I don't usually do that because you know
No,
me,
that's-
like I won't
That's out of
say
character
it.
for you.
I know, but also when you're one of the people that got picked and the other people didn't,
So it was Tuesday.
yeah, there's not really a time that's not really a time to point out somebody's bad job. You know, it makes you look like an asshole. So
Steve replied Footloose, and I think that was in regards to the movie that was good.
oh, do you know I've never watched Footloose?
You haven't? I watched it once. It's been a while.
I might have seen like bits and pieces of it, but not really.
Kind of got Footloose.
Kevin Bacon was never my type. It's like, ugh, no.
He's weird looking.
I hear he's really nice, but he is weird looking.
What's your biggest? Oh, this is easy.
What's your biggest
Easy.
regret?
Easy peasy, rice and cheesy. So here's the deal, and I don't want to go on a pulpit about anything, but I really try to not live with regret. But I will say that the only regret that I have, because for those of you who do not know me very well, you might not know that I married a woman, had kids, and then later came out. And I purposely don't live with a lot of regret because, oh my God, I was Cheri. I'm not even pronouncing words right. Here's the deal. Here's the thing. Like, I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't have all of the experiences that I've had, positive or negative. So I purposely try not to live in a space of regret. However, the one thing that I wish that I had done differently is that from the beginning of time that I was comfortable being honest about who I was and what I wanted out of life. And only from the standpoint of that I didn't want to hurt people. I didn't want to not be myself. I didn't want to go back and say, hey, we got to make a change here. So my biggest regret is that I wasn't honest when I was young about who I really was. There you go.
There you go. That's a good answer.
Just saying. Holy shit, it's getting down to less and less here.
What's the drunkest you've ever been?
Oh my God, I feel like I might know that.
Well, I'm going to tell the 3 drunkest times because I couldn't really compare. One time I was with my ex, and I remember I was in bed dreaming that I was puking in the bathroom, but I was actually puking in our closet, and I didn't realize that until later that day when I found the puke.
Oh, no.
Another time was the time we were at Tommy T's cabin.
Oh, I remember that time.
And you were mixing my drink, so it was your fault.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
And I told all the comedians 100% honestly what I thought of their set and their comedy.
To make out.
And what?
And we forgot to make out.
Yeah. And I showed my boobs to everybody. So.
Which was awesome, by the way.
Okay, and then the third time was one of the last times I went to Vegas by myself. I got really drunk at that bar, that karaoke bar.
Oh, the one off by the Stratosphere.
Yeah, and then I went outside to wait for my cab and fell asleep in that shitty ass neighborhood.
With all the money in your pocket.
In my scooter with $3,000 in my purse.
Oh my God.
And
Can I just say that's a dangerous bar because that's the one where I traded shirts.
That's the one where you have to like kind of be let in because the door's locked and everything, and they got a bouncer there at the door. So, yeah. Anyway.
Thanks a lot, Kurt Broussard.
Yeah.
We blame him.
I know.
Collectively.
It's all your fart. It's all But I was drunk. I was hungover for 2 days.
What?
I was hungover for 2 days after that.
Oh my God, that's
so
awful,
sick.
Cheri. I feel for you.
Yeah, it was bad. All right, Andy. Oh.
When did you lose?
When did you lose your virginity? Should say which one, right? Are you drinking?
No, well, I have been, obviously. Cheri, I feel like I have drunk a little bit more than you. It's St. Patrick's Day. We're all happy here. I'm going to say, and this is honest to God's truth, first time I lost my virginity, I was, let's see here, junior year of high school. I was 17. There you go, 17. I was 17 when
Me
I
too.
lost it.
Is that it?
And that's all I got.
Okay.
Holy shit, we're down to like 4 colors.
Yeah.
I didn't think this was gonna happen. It's your turn. What was your best blank?
The best moment of my life so far.
Cheri, I want to hear it. Please tell us.
Well, then shut up so I can talk. I would say the birth of my children, but what I think it really was my wedding day, because my family was there. It was my union with my husband. He was just the pictures of him are so cute because he was just so happy and so proud. And my kids were there and we were joining together as a family. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful sunny day. We were at the beach. It was fantastic.
I love that. What's the longest
you've gone without sex?
Well, shit, I was married, so there's that. Fuck. Oh my God, I just said the F word.
cackle's out.
What?
The cackle, the Andy cackle is out.
Okay, I'm trying to think through this the longest because this could be my current streak. I want to say it's oh my God, Cheri, you know I love you, right?
Yes, I do know that.
Oh my God.
And you know I love you too, right?
I freaking love you. I centered that comment. I would say I don't know an exact number. I'm trying to think. I want to be correct. I would say 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
I would say 6 months while I was married, 3 months while I was single. What is today? Today is March 17th because it's St. Patrick's Day. So it's definitely been, because here's the deal. I deleted all the apps, the opportunist apps.
Again?
Well, March or Cheri, don't make me do math. So January or December 31st, 2021. I didn't bring any of the apps in the new year. So this year has been celibate. So I would have to say maybe 4 months. Maybe so 4 months since I was single, maybe longer when I was married because of her. But that's all I'm saying. Your turn. Oh my God, we're down to 3 colors.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh my God, Cheri, what did you do to me?
Was the last time you laughed the hardest? Well, I know I was with Andy Vargo. It was probably when we were in Vegas. That was.
Oh my God, I loved Vegas. It was amazing.
We laughed so much that weekend, and it was.
I don't
fun.
even remember what we were laughing about, but it was awesome.
Even just that video that I used in the intro to this show, where we're sitting on that couch, and
oh my God, I loved it.
We started laughing.
Awesome.
I love that laugh. So that was probably the last time I've laughed.
Cheri, I'm tickling you now. I want to make you laugh.
What are we gonna do after this? Now I'm like all drunk, and everyone in my house is gonna be looking at me like,
Cheri, just come here and let me. Come on, just come here. Oh my God, there's only 2 left.
we're gonna get canceled after this.
We are so canceled. Well, if we survive the Asian accent, we're good. Or the Indian.
What was the worst mistake that you've made in your life?
Well, fuck. Oh my goodness. I'm having to be saying that the biggest mistake I have ever made was probably
talking in that accent.
No, I would say the biggest mistake I've ever made has not been owning my awkward. And I'm not trying to be a brand like snob, but being okay with myself. That was the biggest mistake. If I would have been okay with myself from day one, things would be different. But also, I wouldn't be where I am now if I didn't go through that experience. So it's really hard to. That's a tough one. So that's all
I got it. That makes sense.
Like I needed to go through that struggle to get to where I'm at.
Right.
So Cheri, you get the last question. Do you have any F? Okay, I want to hear this.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me say that a fetish is something that you have to have in order to be aroused or whatever. So,
okay.
So I would say no. Do I have some things that turn me on? Sure. But no, because it doesn't mean like I'm totally vanilla, but it's just not a fetish. Because like, even though I might like oral sex, I could get off some other way if I had to. So
excuse me.
Yes.
I've never heard that definition. I didn't know that you had to have it in order to be like aroused.
So people use the definition too loosely. You know, they'll say, oh, I've got a fetish for, you know.
So here's the deal. Cheri, I
Hang
love
on,
you.
let me just read the definition.
Okay.
A form of sexual desire in which gratification is linked to an abnormal degree to a particular object, item of clothing, part of the body, etc.
Okay. So,
So no.
I will say men in uniform, men in uniform, men in uniform. Like, like I don't know that I have to have it, but it definitely helps.
So it's a preference, it's not a fetish.
Right. So I didn't realize that a fetish meant that you had to have it. Cheri. Cheri.
Yes.
Can I just say I love you?
I love you too. This is the end of my drink.
Wait, why is your drink so low?
Well, I know.
My ice ball is gone.
Wow, you drank that whole ice ball.
I think I drank a couple ice balls. So here's the deal.
All right, well, let me just double check that we don't have any more questions or comments.
Okay, I'm gonna click on that too. Footloose was the last thing Steve said.
That was it.
Cheri, are you sure that's not green? Because it looks green to me.
No, it's gray.
It's gray.
It's gray because this is supposed to be like an animal print. And I don't think there are any green animals.
Cheri?
Well, there is like an iguana or a turtle, so I'm wrong.
Green animals? Iguana, turtle, parrot.
Uh-huh.
There's got to be more.
Well, at this point, I don't think anybody else needs to listen to us. What are you doing?
Just wiping my nose.
Oh, my son went and got me a corned beef and cabbage, so I have that to look forward to.
Where did he get it from?
JP's Tavern.
Okay, sure, I believe you. So here's the deal, Cheri, and anybody listening, I'm gonna go do karaoke tonight at the Odd Otter, starting at 9 p.m. and I'm gonna sober up a little bit first.
Yeah, I should probably take a little snooze or something.
Cheri, I just want you to know how much I love you.
I love you too. You know, I don't know what life would be like if we had not become friends. It would be totally.
I don't even know when it started, but it's.
I don't either. I don't either.
It was right around your Kenmore show at the room with a contest.
Oh, yeah.
I remember being on it.
I don't remember you being there.
I was.
Yeah, I do. We weren't friends
4.
yet though, but that was one of the first times.
Right. So I scored number 4. What was the show you were doing, Kenmore? Start with a T.
Tabs.
Tabs. Okay, I wanted to say tabs. So you were doing a show at Tabs, and I felt honored that you had me on. I remember messaging going, please let me be on your show. And it was in July. I only remember that. Oh my God, I'm sober enough to say this.
Do you remember like who won that night?
So the contestants were me, Barbara Sear, Adam Lucky, Adam Zinecki.
What?
Adam, fuck, who's the, no, fuck, oh my God, who's his name? I don't remember. There was another dude. Oh my God, there was. Okay, it was me.
Oh.
The other dude. And Adam Lucky. And somebody won that wasn't me. I was 4th, and I felt honored to be 4th because that was like I was new. So here's the deal. Oh my God, Barbara was amazing. but it was in Kenmore. Laura was there. I had some friends there. It was awesome. I got fourth, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm the new guy!" And I got fourth. I feel so amazing. But
I didn't have that room for very long.
oh my god, I loved it, and I felt so glad that you had me on. And I was dating a dude, and he came. I mean, he showed up.
You
that
showed
night,
up.
and the thing that I remember was that it was Pride in Tacoma, so it was the second Tuesday in July, and we left Pride early in Tacoma because I had the show in Kenmore. I had to get there, and that's, oh my god, please help me, Cheri. That's all I'm remembering.
Well, that was a while ago. It's unusual that you remember as much as you remember.
I remember me, Adam Lucky, Adam Zenek. How do you say his name?
I don't know.
Zeneki. Anyway, it was fun. And Barbara, who, how do you not love Barbara?
I think that was the first night I ever met her.
Really?
And
it's so here's an interesting story. When you're in comedy,
do I need another drink, or is this gonna
you should have another drink. When you're in comedy and you meet other people,
my nipple?
So I was new to getting to know you, right? But at the same time, I felt like you and Barbara must have been friends for a long time before me, but I didn't know that you had just and then met each other. So to me, I felt like I was a new guy, but in reality, we were on the same level, and that's all I got to say. Cheri, what I want to say right now, Cheri, what I want to say now, Cheri, I love you.
I love you too.
That's what I want to say. I just want to make sure that is known.
I think we know that. I love you very much too.
Oh my god, I feel like you're gonna say goodbye.
Well, I think we've been on here an hour and 24 minutes. Steve thinks that you're gonna spew, so.
Oh my god, wait, I gotta go back to Facebook to see what Steve says.
It says Andy's gonna spew.
No, it's not about spewing. It's about honesty. Okay, I gotta have to love
I love
his
you,
comment.
man.
Okay, I loved his comment. Steve, you know what? Here's the deal. Let me tell you about Steve. Steve, I love Steve. And when I had my talk about owning your awkward, which at that time was called living without
shades.
Shades. Thank you. Steve offered to introduce me, and I didn't know Steve very well, so I was shocked that he was willing to like be a part of it. And you showed up, and I was like, holy shit, Cheri came to my talk. Like that meant so much to me. Cheri, you cut deep that day, and Steve cut deep, because to me, I was like, who am I? Like, who am I that it means so much? But
why do we do that to ourselves? We got to quit doing that to ourselves.
I know, right? Like, oh my god.
It's like that time. It's like that time.
Small.
It's like that time Jesse Warren said to me, like, "You're a celebrity. Like, don't be afraid to ask to use the bathroom. You know, we're
right?
worthy. We're worthy of having people come see us and using the toilet and everything."
But in that moment,
he's never gonna shut up. I might as well go get another drink.
I only like you a lot. Steve is awesome.
He is awesome.
I'm gonna reply, Steve. I'm gonna reply when I'm sober, so I will come back and send a message.
All right, thanks everybody for being here for our St. Patrick's
Day. I feel like Cheri's signing off.
Episode of Scrutiny. I weigh twice as much as Andy, so that's why
I love everybody.
This and he's like that. All right, good night.
Bye, everybody. I love you.